Hello and welcome to your practice. And our theme of today is all about our feet. So really paying attention to what they're doing throughout class today. And we're going to begin seated. I'm seated up on a block. You could sit on a block, a bolster, pillow, nothing at all, just the floor. And it's just an easy seat, whatever that is for you. And I am going to use a little essential oil for practice today. I'm using Peace by doTERRA. Remember, you never have to use an oil. You can use any oil that you have. So let's breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. Pause and exhale through the mouth. 2 more, deep breath in. Exhale, arriving. And 1 more, deep breath in. And exhale. Letting the hands come to rest on the thighs, the knees. Closing the eyes or soft gaze down. Let there be a space in between the teeth. Relax your shoulders as far away from your ears as you can. Feeling like you're pulling your shoulder blades together, trying to pinch a little blueberry, and then down into your back pocket. Lifting your navel a little in and up so you feel nice lengthening from the bottom of your spine to the very top of your head. And then just notice and check in. How are you feeling? Yes, physically, but also emotionally and energetically as well. And we're not making any judgments. We're just saying, hey, how am I doing? And what might I like from my practice today? And the next time as you breathe in, you're going to open the mouth and make an H sound like you're fogging a mirror. And we'll do that again. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale, ha. 1 more time. Exhale, ha. Now we're going to do that with the mouth closed. So breathing in. And you exhale, make that ha sound, but with the mouth closed. So you're going to feel the back of the throat open. Breathing in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And can you make that ha sound as you breathe in and as you breathe out? Ujjayi pranayam. Finding a pause at the bottom and the top. And if you like this breathing, you can continue it through practice or just breathe however you like to breathe. And just 2 more breaths. And then blinking the eyes open. And we're going to come to tabletop. And I do have 2 blocks at the front of my mat waiting for me in case I'd like them. And we're coming into that nice table, stacking the wrist, the shoulders, the knees, and the hip. The knees are hip width apart. And you're going to press deeply into the hands. Now tuck your toes here. And then breathe in, drop the belly, looking up. And then tuck the tail, exhale, big round through the spine, drop the crown of the head. Cat-cow, so breathing in and breathing out with the toes tucked. Let's do 1 more with the toes tucked, breathing in and breathing out. Untuck the toes, breathe in to our cow pose. And exhale, rounding to really press into the tops of the feet. Breathe in and open those collarbones, look up. Exhale. And 1 more, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Come back to table, curl the toes. Inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, round the spine, drop the crown of the head, push the hips back towards the heels, those toes stay tucked. Come back to table, you're keeping a cat back, and then inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, round it and push the hips back. Breathe in all the way to cow. Breathe out, cat to child. One more with the toes tucked. Breathing in, just like a wave, and breathing out. As you come forward this time, untuck the toes, press to the tops of the feet. Exhale and see what's changed. Breathing in, wave it forward, open the heart. Exhale, big round, and push back. And one more. Breathing in, and exhale, breathing out. And come back to your tabletop pose. Maybe you need to adjust a little bit to realign. And inhale, lift the right arm up as high as it feels comfortable. And exhale, it's like you're waving at yourself. Your hand comes all the way through, and you're dropping your shoulder towards the mat. And the further you stretch that arm, maybe it can change the pose. And as you're here, the toes are untucked. What does it feel like with the toes tucked? Which do you prefer? Just noticing how the feet support and can influence each pose. Breathing the breath. And then we're going to come back. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, you drop that hand. Then we'll just go to the other side. So left arm, inhale, lift up. Exhale, you're waving at your belly. And you push it through, maybe moving that shoulder. You can use a block or a pillow or the floor to rest that head down. And then if you tucked your toes from the most part on the last side, untuck and vice versa. And breathe. One more deep breath. Bring the hand back so you can inhale, lift all the way up, and then come back to tabletop posture. So take your elbows out like you're going to do a push-up, and then clip your wings so you're bringing your elbows towards your rib cage, and then lengthen up without locking out the elbows. And then tuck those toes, and then lift the knees up, pull the belly button up, and drop down. Two more, lift that belly, lift the knees up just a little tiny bit, and drop. Inhale, and exhale, lift, and drop. And notice those toes are tucked and what's happening there. Now take those hands, a couple hand shakes, handprints, excuse me, of it's like you're gonna do a weird push-up, then you take those elbows and clip them in and lengthen. The toes are tucked, and then lift your hips, bend your knees, and look in between the feet. And the feet should be parallel, hip width, or if you're feeling tight, they can be a little bit wider. So exploring here, looking at the feet, and then see, can you press the heels down just a little bit and lift your toes up off the ground? And then bring the toes back. So it's a tiny rock a different way. So we're lifting the toes up, putting the toes down. One more, lift the toes up, and then return to tabletop pose. So let's keep the toes untucked here. Let's find table alignment. So little weird push-up, clip, and extend. Inhale, drop the belly. You're pushing into the tops of the feet. Exhale, round. Coming back to center. This time you're going to tuck the toes as you inhale, drop the belly. Exhale and round. And then you're lifting the hips up and back. And we have our feet parallel on the railroad track. Do I want to move my feet back a little bit? And then this time we'll drop one heel and then the next. So bending one knee, dropping the opposite heel, walking the dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then lift up onto your tippy toes, and you're going to come forward into plank, drop your belly, open the heart for toe up dog. Now pull that belly in tight, you're lifting your hips. We're going to exhale all the way back to down dog. Knees can be bent as much as you need. Inhale Inhale, rolling forward, toe up dog. And exhale, rolling back. Wonderful. Inhale, coming forward, toe up dog. Now flip the toes down, regular up dog. Then lift your hips, come as high as you can with the toes tucked, and then untuck to find your down dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, coming forward to your plank. We're dropping the hips, toe up dog, then we flip the toes, open the heart, and then lift, use that core. And how far can you get until you need to flip the toes? And then take as many steps as you need to walk your feet towards the top of your mat. And when you get there, feet nice and wide, mine are mat width. Bend the knees. And you can grab opposite elbows, you can let the arms hang, and just kind of wave, shake it out a bit. And if the feet are wide like mine, you're just going to tick-tock them in so they're about 2 fists apart, which will be about your hips, hip width. You need to go a little wider, that's okay. Your feet are on railroad tracks. And we're going to inhale, lengthen to a nice flat back, and you're pulling your navel into your chest. Now push your feet down and lift your toes, and you're going to feel your arches lift. Now pretend like you're trying to pull your mat apart with your feet. So you're going to feel some little muscles light up in your legs. Now drop the toes, keep that feeling, and breathe out. Bend the knees a whole lot and drop the crown of the head. Breathe in, nice flat back, lift the toes. Feel like you're trying to pull the mat apart. I'm going to call that engage. Float the toes down, keep the engagement, and exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale to your flat back. Pull the navel in. Lift the toes. Engage the legs. And exhale, release. And then we'll roll up one vertebra at a time, taking your time to come to mountain pose. So mountain pose can be with those feet hip width or big toes together, heels apart. So you need to pick the alignment that works best for you. And if you have those feet hip width, we really want to keep them parallel toes going forward. So every once in a while during practice today, I'm going to encourage you to look down and see what's happening with the feet. So from here in your mountain, lift your toes. Feel the arches lift. And then it's like you have a little zipper and you're feeling yourself push into your feet, and then you're going to squeeze your quads so you feel your knees lift. And then melt your sacrum down by pulling your belly in and up. Roll your shoulder blades into the back pockets, hold a little blueberry in between them, and then spread the palms nice and wide. Engage the legs, but float the toes down. So you're super active here in mountain. Inhale, keep all of that, and lift the arms up. Exhale, push your booty back, bend the knees as much as you can, nice flat back to come all the way down wherever feels good for you. And then inhale to your flat back, toes up, engage the legs, toes float down, exhale. Now we're going to come back to that flat back, bring the toes up, then take them down, take your arms out to the side like airplane wings, pull that navel in, you're going to push and engage through the feet to lift yourself all the way up, and exhale your hands to heart center. Find that nice active mountain pose. Squeeze those quads. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, you push the booty back, bend those knees, drop it down. Inhale, flat back, toes lift, engage. Toes drop, exhale, fold. Push it down, lift it up, drop the toes in, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's add on. So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. I'm going to grab my blocks. I'm going to push my hands onto the blocks. Bend those knees as much as you need to and come back to plank. Inhale. Exhale. Up dog, toe, up dog. Now uncurl the toes on your inhale. And exhale, lift it up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend those knees, and then step your right foot in between If you need a couple steps, that's okay. And your left, your blocks really can help with this step up. And exhale and fold. So you're coming halfway, lift the toes, engage the legs, arms come out, toes go down, lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go Sunday again. So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, check it, look at, see what your toes are doing. Inhale, lift up, bend the knees. We find the hands to the floor and we step back into plank. Breathe and hold here. Inhale, drop those hips, toe up dog. Broaden the collarbones. Exhale, lift those hips up using the core and flipping the toes. Look forward to the hands, bend the knees a whole lot, step your left foot forward now, and then the right comes up. Finding your mountain feet, lift your toes, engage those legs. Exhale, fold and release the toes. And then you find your little flat back, so you push down to lift up. And we're going right back down. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, find the floor of the blocks, stepping back to plank. We inhale, exhale, hold. Inhale, toe up dog. Exhale, lift those hips all the way up and back. And then you get to pick if you want to do right foot, left foot. I'm just going to step all the way up and then fold. I'm going to keep my blocks where they are and lift all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. So if you didn't use blocks on Sunsal, I might encourage you to try blocks just for this first sequence a little bit. And then if you don't need them, you can get rid of them. So look at the feet. And then we're going into chair pose. So again, you can be hip width or big toes together, heels apart. We want to keep those feet on a railroad track. So we're going to take that belly, pull the navel in and up, squeeze your quads so your knees lift. Bring your hands to your heart center, breathe in. As you breathe out, bend the knees, send the hips back, keep the chest lifted, look down. You should be able to see your big toes and the feet should be on those railroad tracks. Melting through the sacrum, pull that belly in and up. Maybe you can go a little touch deeper. And then we're going to take the left foot, step it back, hands come to floor or block, and then drop the back knee for low lunge. On your next breath in, we're going to lift the arms up, and as you exhale, cactus, open the heart. And then tuck the toes here. Inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale, cactus, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, cactus, tuck the toes. Last time, inhale and exhale. Keep the toes tucked. Bring the hands to the heart center and push into the feet to come into high lunge. Your back heel, you want to keep lifted like you have a high heel on. So you want to feel like you take that back quad, so that would be your left leg, and you're squeezing and your booty like you mean it. And we're bending that right foot. And I can still see my big toe and my front toe. Hands are still at heart center. High lunge. Now we're going to bend, lunge down, and come up. Extend the legs all the way. Bending both knees, coming down on the lunge. Extending. 2 more, bend. And extend. This time we're going to bend and hold it. Take your hips and see if you do like a little Elvis tilt. See what's happening then to that left psoas, that left hip flexor. And then maybe play with lengthening that left leg. Now you're going to step forward, that left foot forward, inhale, lift up, and then exhale right back into chair. Check your feet, melt the sacrum, chest is high. So if you're looking at the floor, I want you to come up, proud chair. It's like your heart is a Care Bear light and it's always shining out, never to the floor. Maybe a little inch further. Then we're going to set the right foot back, hands come to floor or blocks, and we drop that right knee. So we're in low lunge. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, cactus. Now curl the toes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus, untuck. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Inhale. Exhale, untuck. Inhale. This time we're going to keep it. Bring the hands to the heart center. Push up. High lunge. You have your high heel on. So get that back leg powered up. Heel lifted. Then work on bending the front knee. Back knee can be as bent as you'd like. And then we're going to bend both knees. And then we're going to extend both. Squeeze your booty. So bend those knees. Extend both. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Keep breathing. Push through those feet. 1 more. All right. So this time we're going to come down. We're going to hold that bend. Little Elvis tilt. Hands are at the heart. Maybe lengthen that back leg. And we're going to step forward. Lift the arms up. And exhale. Chair pose. Whoop, a little balance today. Then step the left foot way back. Hands come to blocks to the floor. Keep the toes untucked. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus. Tuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale, lift up to high lunge. Inhale, exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, cactus. Bend the back knee. Bring the hands to prayer. Maybe lengthen the back leg. Lift the arms up. Step the left foot to the right, breathing in. Exhale, chair pose. And we're coming down. Now the right foot steps back, foot to the floor. Inhale, the toes are untucked. Exhale, cactus. Tuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. And we're lifting all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. We're going to bend the knee. Elvis, hands come to heart center, maybe extend the back leg. And then step forward, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, close the eyes. Scan the body from the top of the head to the tip of the toe. And now how are you feeling energetically, physically, and emotionally? And what shifted? Now you're going to face me. I'm going to move my blocks here. You're going to face me, feet nice and big stance on the mat. Then we're going to take our right toes, and they're going to be parallel. And that heel is either going to intersect the back arch or the back heel, or maybe even a little wider. You get to pick. Now the back foot, see if you can turn your toes in and press what we call the blade of the foot, the outside pinky toe edge of the foot. Now turn your attention back to your front toes. Are they still parallel? And then bend the knee, opening your knee to your baby toe side. Lifting up on an inhale. Now see if you can open your heart a little bit towards me. Exhale, keep that knee opening. Inhale and exhale. Now you're going to come forward, both of your toes parallel. Check them out. And see, like this foot was a little bit more forward. So I readjusted. Now I'm going to take my left foot parallel, check my alignment. I want it to do the same thing if I can. My back toes, I'm going to turn them in, heel out, press to that blade of the foot. Now I'm going to start to bend that left knee. I'm opening it up to the side and coming up. Can I take my chest a little more forward as I open? And one more. Beautiful. And we're going to just switch so my toes are to the right, left heel is out, toes are in, and then we're going to come down and hold warrior two. Look down, you should see your big toe. Glancing over those fingers. Look at your back arm too. What's going on there? Now take your right elbow to your right knee and reach the arm overhead. And then pull it down. So it's like a little lap pull. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Inhale. Exhale, pull. And one more. Inhale. Exhale, pull. And then you can keep the arm here, or if you want to try for both arms. And as you pull, you lift up, bring the feet parallel. Then we're going to come into warrior two. On the opposite side. Breathing in and out. So you're looking at your toes, back blade of the foot. How's this back arm doing? Left elbow to left knee, reaching all the way up. Exhale, pull it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull. And then maybe you can keep it right here or try both arms and pull and lift up. Tick-tock your feet together for me and then come to the top of your mat. Awesome job. So finding your mountain pose, whatever that looks like to you. Deep breath in and out. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step your left foot back. Turn onto the foot, finding warrior two. Beautiful. Back blade of the foot is pressing, opening the knee. And then your front toes, lift them. Feel how that changes things and then just float them down. Right elbow to right knee. Reach that top arm up. And then exhale, pull it down. Keep with one arm or two. Inhale and exhale, pull. One more. Inhale, exhale, pull. You're gonna lift up, extend that top leg. You're gonna reach back. Exhale, triangle crunch. Inhale. Exhale, triangle crunch. Two more. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Lifting up, coming into warrior two, and then parallel the feet. Now we're just switching. So now we're on the left side for warrior two. Deep breath in and out, and we're coming to side angle. You're gonna pull with one hand or two. Here we go. For three. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, two. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna lift that leg. This time, take those front toes up. Press into the blade of the back foot. Float the toes down, reach it back. Exhale, crunch, triangle. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You're coming to parallel. You're going to take yourself all the way to a crescent to step yourself up and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. We're taking the hands all the way down so we can find our plank pose. Now you vinyasa the way that you like to vinyasa. You can also just go right to downward facing dog and breathe. So we're going to put this all together. So what I'm going to do is grab blocks so I can show that. But remember, you don't have to use blocks. So I'm going to come back to down dog with my hands on the blocks. And step your big toes together. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bring your heel to your glute. Now round your back as you bring your knee to your chest, coming into like a little plank. And then inhale, come back. Heel to glute. Now use some momentum as you ground knee to chest so you can step your foot forward. Drop the back knee. We're going to untuck the toe. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull. Now tuck the toe. Inhale, as you exhale, pull. We lift up. Inhale, lengthen the legs. Exhale, pull. Bending the back leg. This one we hold. We Elvis, hands to heart center. Maybe we lengthen the back leg. Maybe the arms come up. Deep breath in and out. And then open to warrior two. Lift those top toes up. Open the knee to baby toe side. Take the toes down. Keep the arch lift. Press through the back foot. And we're coming into side angle. One arm pull or two. For three. Inhale. Exhale, two. Exhale, one. Lift up. Lift your top toes. Drop them down. Keep that arch lifted. Lean back and crunch. Three. Inhale, exhale. Two. Inhale. Now this time it's like you do a little cartwheel so you can step back into plank and vinyasa or go right back to down dog. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Heel to glute, knee to chest, rounding your back. We're gonna stop first. Inhale, lengthen. Heel to glute, use your momentum as you step forward. Drop the back foot, untuck the back knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus. Now, tuck the toe. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift up. Inhale, lengthen the legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen, bend, hands to heart center. Pelvis shift, maybe lengthen, arms can lift. Deep breath in and out. And then open up to warrior two. Lift those top toes. Feel the arch lift. Put it down, press through the back. Coming into side angle. One arm or two, let's pull it. Exhale, three, inhale. Exhale, two, inhale. Exhale, one. Come up, extending both legs. Take those top toes, lifting. Put them down, keep the arch, lifting back. And we crunch. Three. Exhale. Very nice. Coming back into your warrior two. We cartwheel. And we take one last vinyasa. Now you get to pick how you want the feet to get to the hands. And when I meet you there, take the feet nice and wide and just relax. Deep breath in and out. And then tuck the feet underneath you and just roll up. So we're going to come back into our mountain pose. So again, big toes together, heels apart, or hip width. Remember, your hips are not shoulder width apart. I say that a lot because it's easy to do. All right, so we're lifting the toes, and when we feel that little zipper zip up, we squeeze those quads and knees lift. We take that little belly in and up. Shoulder blades into the back pocket. We squeeze that little blueberry. Arms lengthen, hands stretch. Float the toes down, engage the legs. Now we're going to lift up onto the tippy toes, look at something that's not moving, and then we're going to lower as low as we can, and we'll eventually end up in a seat. So you can always skip this part if your knees say no. And if you are able to come into a toe stand, just hold it for a couple of breaths. And then have a seat. And you did it. All right, so soles of the feet on the mat here. And you want to feel right now like you have a little metal rod through your spine. So nice long spine. And you're going to keep that as you come back in your lazy boy. So I don't want you to round. Nice long back. Lazy boy is supporting you. Hands are going to come underneath the knee joint. Lift one foot, followed by next. And then see if you can squeeze $100 bill in between your legs. Pull the navel in and up, and then lengthen through your collarbones. If you want to lengthen the feet, cool. If you want to let go, cool. But we're going to hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and then you're going to come up, drop the feet. We're still in that nice metal rod through the spine. Bring your hands to heart center, and then bring your legs as close together as you can. If you want to hold a block, you can. We're just squeezing those thighs together. We're going to lean back into our recliner, but we still have that metal rod. And you're going to twist the elbow down to the other side. 8, 7, breathe. 6, squeeze those thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come all the way up. And we're going to roll ourselves down to the ground. Bring the feet as wide as your mat, and then windshield wiper. Nice and easy. And then bring the feet to hip width apart, and you're going to walk your heels as close to your glutes as it feels comfortable. And you're going to squeeze your blueberry between your shoulder blades. So you roll your shoulders under and then place your hands and your arms nice and flat down. On your inhale, lift your hips up as high as it feels comfortable. And exhale, roll it down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, rolling bridge. Exhale, coming down. And 1 more. Inhale, rolling bridge. And exhale. Take your right foot up in the air. Flex your foot and take your right ankle to your left knee. And then open your right knee. Nice figure 4. You can stay right here. Or if you'd like to take the stretch deeper, you can. You can even add a little movement. So whatever is going to feel good here for your hip and your glute. And I want you to breathe. Now, if you deepen the stretch, we're all going to put that left foot back on the floor. So your right leg's on top, and you're going to let your right foot come towards your left side. And maybe open up that right arm to a little, like a little figure 4 twisty. If you're like, I'd like to add something, you can also reach for your left foot, pull it towards your glute, maybe finding a bit of a quad stretch. But you want to open up your shoulder. So I feel something when I do this in my TFL a little bit, really high in my glute. You might feel it elsewhere. So, you know. And then you're just going to release, coming back to center. And then we'll take that left leg straight, flex the foot, left ankle to right knee. Open up that left knee. So no, especially in hippies, one side to the other could be a different story. So honor your story. If you need to stay here, cool. Because if it's too much to do where you went on the first side, you know, you gotta honor your body. So if you took it a little deeper, everybody's going to bring that right foot back down to the ground. Then that left foot is going to go towards your right side and find where you'd like to be on this side. Just noticing some differences here. And then taking your time to come back to the center. And we're going to return to seated. So I'm just going to fall to my right side and then press myself up to a comfortable seat. And I'm going to sit up on the block again. And you don't have to. You're just going to find a comfortable pose so we can close our practice. And if you have time to do Shavasana, you know, you're always going to spend time in meditation, as it really, really just enhances not only your practice, but your life outside the mat. So closing your eyes. And let's again scan from the top of the head to the tip of the toe. And how are you feeling physically, emotionally, and energetically? And what shifted for you during your practice? And what did focusing on your feet bring to your practice today? There's no judgment. It's a yoga practice. And blink your eyes open. Inhale, lift the arms all the way over. Exhale, the thumbs to the top of the head for what we think we know. To the third eye for what we think we know to be true. To our lips for the words we speak, and to our heart for our intention. And may the things that we speak and think and know align with our intention. And thank you so, so much for practicing with me. Meta, my friends, and I'll see you next time.